People often argue over Android versus iPhones, but the real debate should be middle-aged Gen X morning shows versus Hoppe Hour. Guess who wins? We will let you decide. Welcome back to Hoppe Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
Yes, now. What? Now. If I hit this button, boom, the whole program's gonna start.
Okay, well, hit it.
All right.
Now, something completely different.
Smoke medical weed every day.
The following thoughts on Hoppe Hour represent Ryan Hoppe and that's it. Listener discretion is advised.
Live from Tampa Bay, you are tuned in to Hoppe Hour.
He's the voice of a generation that got screwed by the baby boomers. Welcome back to Hoppe Hour.
Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour starts in 4, 3, 2.
Oh, it does.
Hoppe. This is Hoppe Hour with Hoppe.
Where we at?
Always going in, never doubt it. Never worry about the dollar. Need a source or trending topic. Be the hottest, search about his competition. Microscopic, never copied. I'm a giant rolling weed up, now we flying. H-O-P-P-E. 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 You already know Hoppe Hour in your system.
This is Hoppe Hour. I am your host, Ryan Hoppe, hanging out with you, and don't think I forgot about you. 856-49-HOPPE. It's 856-494-6773. You can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio, and you can always email me, RyanHoppeRadio@gmail.com. Coming up on the show today, we're going to talk about Kayla Nicole. I think she low-key talked about me on the Angel Reese podcast. The same Kayla Nicole who blocked me on social media after I made 2 videos about her that got a lot of views. We also have Hoppe's Inbox coming up and much more. I'm currently battery operated. I'm using my PodTrack P8 to Zoom board, and I'm using batteries on it, and then the internet is through my 1-bar LTE service from Sprint. Isn't that great? You guys should be so honored and so grateful that I'm here producing content. I'm just kidding.
It's time for Hoppe's Inbox, only on Hoppe Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
Oh, I see this here. We got this message from Dr. Ron Johnson. The email title is Hoppe Radio on the Autobahn. Listening to Hoppe Hour while driving the German Autobahn. Apple Watch and all. Great show. Dr. Ron in Germany, and he has the German flag in the emoji. And also, he sent me a picture of his nice Apple Watch, and it says Hoppe Hour on it. Oh, yeah. I appreciate it. Just like my life, whenever someone compliments me, I also get a rude comment. It's never 100% love. Sometimes I have haters. And I got this comment on my YouTube video. Ryan Hoppe, you suck. Yeah, pretty much. I'm just kidding. I'm great. And finally, it says here, I agree with you that Kayla Nicole needs to get a life. She just wants to stay in the news because without Travis Kelce, she's nothing. I was going to begin the show with like an opening monologue, but I'll get to that later. So I previewed it about 3 minutes ago before I read those messages from Hoppe's Inbox. Kayla Nicole is the ex-girlfriend of Travis Kelce. She's very beautiful. She's so beautiful that she makes Taylor Swift look not attractive. Oh, wait, that's because Taylor's not attractive. Sorry, I'm not into it. I'm not into girls that have the body of a drumstick from KFC. I like a little meat on my bones. I don't like a girl that when she's dancing, you can see her bones popping out like Taylor. Now, if you're a beta male and you're into really skinny girls, Taylor's your type. But for me, I like being able to spank something. If you were to spank Taylor during sex, it would be like hitting a table. It would hurt. I'm just being honest. No one wants to say it. Everyone's like, oh my God, Taylor's so perfectly beautiful. She's okay. If she was like any girl, if she worked as like a librarian, if she was on Bumble, she'd be like the fourth girl you would talk to. I promise you. Because all the Swifties that are heterosexual, that are into men, specifically beta men that they will date and then ruin and then say, oh, it's never my fault that the relationships don't work. Those same girls are not into women. So they think Taylor's beautiful because they're fans of her. She's okay. She's a 5 out of 10. I'm just being honest here. And I don't like ranking people by looks, but I'm a 10 out of 10. Okay, so Kayla Nicole, she blocked me on social media. And I went to tag her, and she totally knows who I am because my video got like 5,000 views of me talking about her. And she went on the Angel Reese podcast. Angel Reese is the villain of the WNBA. Angel Reese just thinks her crap doesn't smell. She's like, I don't want to be a sex object. And then just walks around looking like she's going out to the club wearing a tight dress with her butt popping out. But I don't want to be a sex object. But I'm dressing like I'm going to go to the club and have sex in the bathroom. But I don't want to be a sex object. What the hell are you doing? Gen Z has lost its mind. They don't know what they want to be. 1 second, Gen Z is like, I want to be prude. And the next second, they're like, let's sleep with 3 men tonight. It's like, make up your mind. It drives me nuts. Well, Travis Kelce's ex blocked me, like I said. And in this video, it says here from E! News, Travis Kelce's ex, Kayla Nicole, addresses hate from fans. Trust me, I'm not a fan, but the talking points she has are the ones I said.
Whoa! Happy hot topic!
All right, let's hear this intelligent, amazing conversation between Angel Reese and Kayla Nicole.
I would be lying if I said that level of hate and just like online chaos doesn't impact me. It does. Yeah. Even
I do describe my podcast as chaotic.
To this day.
Yeah. Travis Kelce's ex-girlfriend, Kayla Nicole, is detailing some of the hate she's receiving from.
They're showing a picture of her and Travis at the Kids' Choice Awards maybe 3 years ago, and you can tell that breakup ruined her. How do I know? Because one of my breakups ruined me. She has the vibe where before she's so glamorously happy in public, like, I'm getting everything paid for me. And now she's like the bitter ex.
From fans amid his year-long romance with Taylor Swift, the sports journalist who dated Travis on and off between 2017 and 2022.
Because when I think of sports journalism, I want to go to a girlfriend of an ex-football player. Those are the best journalists, not the people that went to school for it or played it. The girlfriends. And that's not me being sexist. I wouldn't want commentary from a boyfriend of somebody who dates somebody from 90 Day Fiancé. Stick in your lane.
Appears on the October 10th episode of the Unapologetically Angel podcast, telling WNBA.
Get it? Because Angel Reese is so edgy and wild the way she grabs rebounds but can't make a layup. She's unapologetically Angel.
Player Angel Reese about some of the hate she's still receiving from some Taylor Swift fans, despite leaving things on good terms with the NFL player.
Oh, the good terms of okay. Get out of here, Kayla. The good terms of how you and Travis broke up awfully because he was cheating on you with other women. And then you were going on every other platform talking about him in interviews. Oh, but you guys left on good terms. You know what this is? When you go through a breakup, you go through different phases, different emotions, where like 1 second you're angry at the ex, the next second you think you ruined everything, the next second you think you're better without them. You go through different phases. You're going through the phase where, oh, it wasn't that bad. If it was so great, you would still be with him while he's cheating on you all the time.
Who he started to date.
This is Angel Reese. Talking. All right, here. What are you girls going to do without Travis?
October 10th episode of the Unapologetically Angel podcast, telling WNBA player Angel Reese about some of the hate she's still receiving from some Taylor Swift fans, despite leaving things on good terms with the NFL player.
Because of who he started to date.
You could say Taylor's name.
The negativity, the negativity from.
Get the word out.
Her fan club or her fans have affected you?
I would be lying if...
Here it comes, because I watched this beforehand. Listen to what she says.
If I said that level of hate and just like online chaos doesn't impact me, it does.
Yeah.
Even to this day.
Yeah. Okay. So you still experience it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You could go to my most recent post and it will be people debating each other why I am worthless and I'll never be.
Well, that's the problem with you, Kayla, because I know you're listening to this because you blocked me, and the things you're about to say are the points I said. Listen, you got to get over it. When you keep living your life around your ex, and I went through an awful public breakup, so I get it. Everybody remembers you. They're like, oh, well, blah, 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 da, 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 da. People come up to me and tell me what my ex is doing. Congrats. I don't care. So I know that when you're dating one of the greatest tight ends of all time, and he likes a good tight end, all of a sudden, I get that when you guys break up, that it's hard because everyone connects you to them. But you got to create your own brand. When you keep talking about the haters, you're giving them power.
A talented person and I have no career. And
this is what I was saying.
Be a talented person and I have no career.
You don't.
And I'm a bum and I just...
But what was the reason for that? If you left with Grace?
Because she's Angel, I'll tell you what the reason is. Because every single interview this girl does, I almost said broad, but I'm not sexist. I'm telling you, every single interview she does, all she talks about is her breakup. I've been there for a year. That was my identity. I would go to kava bars. I dumped her, but when you keep talking about your breakup everywhere you go, everyone goes, shut the fuck up. And I'm telling you this, not with love, because I know you despise me because you blocked me, but I'm saying this with real advice. I do think you're talentless. I do think you're a clout chaser and that you're nothing without Travis, but you can build something. But when you like go and say, oh, I don't need the man, but then you keep talking about the man that you claim you don't need, you need him.
Grace, I don't feel like
there was nothing to do with me. I don't know.
It just irks me. Like, I know it's nonsense and that we're all going to die someday and Kayla and Nicole blocking me is not that big of a deal. But you can't go out there saying claims about the man, Kayla, and then get mad when people say things. You know? You want to be super famous. That's what comes with it. I have people text me every day and people tell me, you suck, you suck. I don't care because they're all mutants who never say it to my face. I've had 2 people critique me to my face. Everybody else wants a selfie. Whenever I get recognized every 30 days, I'll have 3 people on a day see me and then I'm not recognized for a month. But I've been recognized and I've had rude comments and I go, you know what? They're morons. They don't know what I went through, and I don't know what you went through. But I do know that when you keep talking about Travis over and over again, that's me saying you're nothing without him. Create something new. I worked on the biggest radio show in Tampa, and then I left, and a lot of people quit talking to me. So I get when you need something for clout. I get it, but move on.
I think that there's something about that level of fame that attracts crazy people, and it's unfortunate because...
No, it's outspoken, truthful people that call out the BS in you. You're not a victim here. You spoke out about somebody, okay?
I've never done anything to warrant that kind of backlash, but...
Oh, poor you. Interesting.
But over a year into Taylor and Travis's public relationship, Kayla says she's made her peace with the matter.
You're a sports analyst. You still have to kind of talk about him. I saw your little Monday night thing.
Yeah, yesterday. That was the thing too. Which
is it?
And I feel like
you're still talking about him. This is what I'm talking about. You say you don't want people to talk about the relationship and all of it, and then you're still talking about it. I literally have never, and I'm not comparing my podcast fame to your fame of being a talentless side chick. But what I'm telling you is I've been there where that's my whole identity over and over and over again. But you know what you do? Because a lot of times whenever girls go through public breakups, they always got to make that mass post where it's like really perfectly written out and it's really long and it's all about how the man's the worst and blah, blah, blah. And you know what happens? The man ignores it and goes out and goes back on Bumble while you're sitting around thinking about this guy. He's either having sex with Taylor or another side chick. That's what I always tell people. I was on a radio show and I told a girl, literally, you're talking about this ex. She was this beautiful black girl on this radio show I worked on, and she would always talk about her ex. Is my ex going to text me? And one day on air, it was similar energy to this. It was like, move on. I said to her, while you are thinking about him at night, he's having sex with somebody else. And that's true. If I ever think about an ex-girlfriend at night, I bet she's going down on somebody just choking on it. You got to move on.
You keep it professional, but they're going to blow it up.
Kayla, he's not thinking about you. He doesn't care.
Any single little thing.
To think that I'm not going to talk about the #1 team in the NFL with the best quarterback.
You made it weird, though. In that clip, you were like, this guy.
And the best tight end. It's like, that's going to come with the territory.
All right. Had enough of you. Kayla Nicole. I know like 4 days ago I said I wasn't going to talk about you because I know you're listening to this. I don't really care. I just call things out like I see it. I'm not a hater. I'm not a Taylor fan. I'm not a fan of you. I'm not a fan of your boyfriend. I'm not a fan of anybody. You guys poop in the morning. You guys are going to die someday. You guys are worthless. You just have money and fame. And for you, you have big boobs, big ass, and a personality. Congratulations. You're like every other girl at LA Fitness at 2 p.m. in the afternoon. But the difference is you dated Travis. So you have this entitlement that, oh, I'm so cool. And no one cares. There is a hurricane going on. People are out of power. Trust me, nobody is going, oh my God, Kayla Nicole has haters. I'm probably the only person that actually cares, and that's because I'm one of them.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
RyanHoppeRadio.com.
Happy Hour will be right back.
Whenever we're going outside, all I smell is poop.
In the nuts, and we'll call it a day.
As a reminder, if you don't feel like listening to this next song, you can skip over it. But Ryan Hoppe of Hoppe Hour takes pride in his selection, so stick around, folks.
Nigga, I'm just playing with you. My hood ain't Beverly Hills. No. Come in the alley, you'll see what's real. Yeah. Come with enough, we'll cut you a deal. We the one-way hustlers chasing that meal. Right. My hood ain't Beverly Hills. No. Come in the alley, you'll see what's real. Yeah. Come with enough, we'll cut you a deal. We the one-way hustlers chasing that meal. Right. On the block, bang bang boogie. I'm the candy man with a bag full of goodies. Oh, but these ain't for the children. These for them smokers behind the building. Damn, getting money is a hell of a feeling. If you ain't stacking chips, what's the point of dealing? You don't hear me cry about dollars. If it's money in the street, then it's money in my wallet. They say it's all about the money and the power. So cop the weed and a whole lot of powder. You made it in a week, and I made it in an hour. I roll with killers and you roll with cowards. Dark City is dangerous, and it ain't too many niggas that's scared to bust. But niggas know they can't play with us, and them out-of-towners know they can't slang with us. Cause my hood ain't Beverly Hills. No. Come in the alley, you'll see what's real. Yeah. Come with enough, we'll cut you a deal. We the one-way hustlers chasing that meal. Right. My hood ain't Beverly Hills. No. Come in the alley, you'll see what's real. Yeah. Come with enough, we'll cut you a deal. We the one-way hustlers chasing that meal.
In my hood, they get it crackin', homie. So gats is on me. Hood version of Axel Foley. Round the way, them cats is hungry. They bust clips and they don't fuck with the rats or police. Don't act like you Bammers know me. You're wrong. We can't get along like Shaq and Kobe. All I do is sit back and blow trees. So you know my 4 favorite words is acid, drug, please. This youngin's running with a rack of OGs. It's a cold world, so we have to hold heat. Keep talking, I'll leave your ass with no teeth. Had you running home like that bastard stole me. Why shoot you, my man, to clap you for me? Had your shirt looking like you spilled ravioli. Got a problem? Man, I smash the whole beef and make it to the hood right back in one piece. Cause
my hood ain't Beverly Hills now. Come in the alley, you'll see what's real. Yeah. Come with enough, we'll cut you a deal. We the one-way hustlers chasing that meal. Right. My hood ain't Beverly Hills now. Come in the alley, you'll see what's real. Yeah. Come with enough, we'll cut you a deal. We the one-way hustlers chasing that meal. Right. See, I'm an alley cat, avoid hood rats. A one-track man, homie, making that paper stack. You disrespect anyway and get your head cracked. And after the yellow tape gone, homie, I'm right back. See, in my hood, we cook that cocaine proper. At the table, mask on, cutting dope like a doctor. Old heads work the handguns while youngers work choppers. If the girl getting money, why the hell you won't stop her, huh? I bet not catch her talking to coppers. Cause if I do my hood hot and I'm a hood hopper, I'm uptown now on First and T. Got the coke on the one-way and the dope in the alley. Hanging with youngers that kill like they from Cali. They natural born with it, they like Mickey and Mallory. I don't hate them, I just put them on salary. Tell them murk any clown in the club that smile at me. Cause my hood ain't Beverly Hills now. Come in the alley, you'll see what's real. Yeah. Come with enough, we'll cut you a deal. We the one-way hustlers chasing that meal. Right. My hood ain't Beverly Hills now. Come in the alley, you'll see what's real. Yeah. Come with enough, we'll cut you a deal. We the one-way hustlers chasing that meal. Right.
That was Oi Boys with Beverly Hills. Isn't this beat so good? Yeah. Makes you just want to talk about talentless NFL lives. Let's take a deep breath. I'm currently recording at a top secret location, and I had to like walk up and down the room because I was so hyped up after going off on Kayla and Nicole that a part of me was like, oh, I should probably relax.
Hoppe Hour will be right back.
Yeah, or something like that. 1, 2, 3. Oh, yeah. This following segment has been brought to you by Mitra 9, Kava and Kratom. Go to mitra-9.com and at checkout, use keyword Hoppe, Hoppe. You can save 20%.
Now, something completely different.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
Hoppe Radio on all major search Hoppe Radio on all major platforms.
This is Hoppe Hour with Hoppe. Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is. The most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
I'm still a little worked up from Kayla and Nicole, so let's put on some lo-fi. Let's set the mood. Not like I'm not going to rant again, but let me take a deep breath. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I still don't have power. We're off the grid, like Kanye West says.
Kick back in your chair.
856-49-HOPPE. It's 856-494-6773. You can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio, and you can always email me, RyanHoppeRadio@gmail.com. So I don't know if you noticed, but I really haven't been doing much Hurricane Milton coverage. I don't know. It's just like, I want to be the one person that doesn't talk about it, that takes your mind off of it.
Hoppe Hours at the sea.
1025 The Bone, Dennis Phillips, Paul Delgado, go to them.
On the air like a
For me, I'm here to talk about the fact that my phone screen time, I always, and I mean always, try to limit how much time I'm on my phone. Because every Sunday, the iPhone will tell me, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the iPhone will tell me when, every Sunday, my Wi-Fi is going on for a second here. Every Sunday, it tells me how long I was on my phone at 9 a.m. So I try to like limit it to about 3 to 4 hours a day, sometimes 2 hours and 50 minutes. Well, there's this weird thing. Last night, I turned off my iPhone, and all of a sudden, I wake up today, and it said that I was on my iPhone for 11 hours, even though I had my phone off. So all these new updates going on with the iPhone, I have no idea what the hell is going on. But I need the power back on. I'm also telling you, having the power out is the most humbling thing ever. It really makes you realize how much we need electricity. Like when you don't have it, you go, oh wow, this is weird. This is humbling. All right, enough of this music. So there's this guy, Lieutenant Dan. Everybody knows who he is. He was riding out the storm in Tampa Bay. He gets offered a $100,000 deal by Aiden Ross, the famous streamer on Kick. And then there's reports that he has a criminal history. And then there were reports that he was a pedophile. Now, I've noticed this thing recently with Facebook. People do this way too much. They don't fact check. So, like, first of all, there's a potential another storm next week, but we're not sure. It's probably not going to hit Tampa Bay. But everyone's like, oh my God, here we go again. It's like, no, only share Dennis Phillips or Paul Delgado or Bay News 9. Then the other fake news was that this Lieutenant Dan was a pedophile. There's someone, unfortunately, with the same name as him that's a pedophile, but this guy has only punched the cop. I mean, some would say he's doing us a favor. I'm kidding.
Dan, you weren't afraid at all last night?
No, I'm not scared of anything.
He is your typical downtown Tampa guy.
Been through this weather is nothing, and I put my faith in God.
Lieutenant.
Oh yeah, God's gonna really help you.
Dan's story has taken social media by storm, literally riding out the massive storm Hurricane Milton in his sailboat on
It's so weird seeing like downtown Tampa on the news. I'm like, that's where I live.
Thursday morning, once the rain and winds had passed, he spoke with CBS about what it was like overnight.
It was pretty mellow. The wind picked up for a little bit and bounced me around. At one point last night, I was getting bashed up against this wall. So I went out and I cut my anchor line to get away from it. So I have a $250 anchor sitting down there that I got to go in and get.
Dan, you weren't afraid at all last night?
No, I'm not scared of anything. What I've been through, this weather is nothing.
I've punched cops before.
And I put my faith in God.
Yeah, God was like, hey, punch that pig in the face.
God told me to come here. God told me 5 years ago, I was in Colorado, he put on my heart, Tampa, Florida, and get a boat. I woke up one morning with that on my heart, and that's all I could think about.
And then the funny part is this guy makes everybody in Tampa look stupid. Trust me, there's a lot of stupid people in Tampa. Like, a lot. But wherever you're listening, there's also a lot of stupid people. But the problem is, people look at Florida, and they're like, everybody's Lieutenant Dan.
And I left Colorado, I went to North Carolina, left North Carolina, came to Florida. I've been in Florida for 5 years. Stuck on the East Coast, never came over.
Yeah.
In March, I came over. I found this boat for $1,200. I bought it. I come to Tampa, and guess what?
What?
Tampa floods. Not today, not yesterday, but during the last one, Helena.
Everybody said Helena. It's Helene.
Helena was way worse than what this one was.
The 54-year-old's real name is Joseph Malinowski. He is missing his lower left leg. His nickname, Lieutenant Dan, refers to a similarly disabled Forrest Gump movie character. He tells NBC News his leg was amputated after he was hit by a car at 16. Malinowski went viral on TikTok after people learned he was planning on weathering the hurricane from his small boat.
Are you okay? Everybody's worried about you.
Who's worried about you?
The whole internet, buddy. You're famous.
It's all over TikTok.
Everybody, across the country.
I'm gonna go live in a minute.
Are you gonna be okay?
I'm gonna be fine.
I don't think people realize you're so close to down. I mean, you could just get off if something bad happened. You know what I mean?
I'm not going anywhere because the safest place to be is on a boat in a flood. Okay, we learned that with Noah. Everybody that stayed on land drowned.
This guy is the definition of a Florida man.
Noah and the animals lived.
Reporter Brian Enton with News Nation shared this video of Lieutenant Dan the morning before the storm.
If the tide goes up, I go up. As long as the water stays out of the boat, I'll be fine. And the wind is, it's not a tornado. It's not going to get lifted up and thrown into Kansas. Okay, it's not like that. I'm not suicidal, but I'm putting it in God's hands and taking it out of mine and man's.
All right.
So I'm sitting tight.
The journalist then shared an update after the worst of the weather had passed. Lieutenant Dan seemingly doing fine.
Lieutenant Dan! Are you okay? Are you okay? I'm fine. Are you sure?
At some point, like, I don't know if he's homeless, but like, if he's gonna die during a hurricane.
I think you made it through the worst of it. Yeah.
You hear those winds? That's crazy.
The water's all receded here.
All right, I've had enough of hearing that wind. I'm getting PTSD. 856-49-HOPPY. That's 856-494-6773. Then the whole comment section on that video was like, he's a pedophile. It's like, no, he's not. Fact check. Fact check. Please, can you learn anything from me? I'm pretty smart. Fact check. Don't just assume what you read online is true. It's not all true.
Whoa! Happy hot topic!
What the hell is going on with Kanye?
Kanye West is facing another legal battle, this time from an alleged former employee who is accusing the rap artist of tasking him with launching an inquiry of his ex-wife Kim Kardashian's family. In a retaliation lawsuit filed in a Los Angeles court October 10th and obtained by E! News, the plaintiff, identified as John Doe, states that while working as the rapper's director of intelligence, his duties included investigating the Kardashians' family and supposed various criminal links Ye believed they had with criminal enterprises, including alleged sex trafficking. E! News has reached out for comment from reps for Kanye and the Kardashian-Jenner family and has
I would assume, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that if Kanye West is stalking you, it's a little frightening. It's not something you wake up in the morning as a Kardashian. I want this psychopath following me. I know she loves her kids, but I wonder what it's like having him as a father.
Has not heard back.
Well, not as a father, but as your kid's baby daddy or whatever. You know what I'm saying.
The lawsuit states that the rap artist hired him in late 2022 and that he was made to conduct investigations, including those involving attorneys and parties that have filed suit against Kanye.
I wonder if anybody that was followed looks back on it and is like, there was that Mercedes that was always on my block.
Doe alleges that in addition to being tasked to investigate the Kardashian-Jenners, the music producer also had him hire private investigators to follow and tail his current wife, Bianca Censori, when she was traveling alone to visit family in Australia without Ms. Censori's knowledge. Kanye has been married to Bianca since December 2022.
She has no emotion in that face. You just look at her and you're like, oh my goodness, have you had trauma in your life? That's why you're married to Kanye. Also, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you look at the situation and you go, I would never feel safe around Kanye West. I would always feel like I'm being filmed.
The two wed less than 2 months after he finalized his divorce from Kim, with whom he shares kids Northwest 11, Saint West 8, Chicago West 6, and Psalm West 5. Doe also alleges in his lawsuit that this past May, he received a call from an employee of Donda Academy, a private school Kanye founded in 2021 and which closed in June, according to public records.
Oh, you know, that school is money laundering.
Informing him that abuse of children had occurred at Donda and
that is not good.
That supposedly nothing was done to correct or report the problem. The man
I bet he forgot he had a school. I bet Kanye West is like, oh crap, forgot about that place.
And said he immediately informed the remaining Yeezy leadership of the report about the Donda students, and that later that day Kanye himself called him to yell, curse, and threaten him with great bodily injury, including death, if he repeated the information. Doe alleges that the rapper told him, "You're dead to me," and also played a recording of scary voices that were threatening to harm him.
Kanye West is like trying to be gangster, and it's like, bro, you're having everyone else do the job for you. You're a bitch.
Added that in the next few days and weeks, he also received threats from Kanye's associates.
Oh, wow.
Doe states in his lawsuit that as a result of his lawful reports of violations of law and his refusal to engage in unethical activities, Kanye retaliated against him through...
I feel like Kanye West, ever since his mom died, has not been the same.
His associates. Doe states in his lawsuit that as a result of his lawful reports of violations of law and his refusal to engage in unethical activities, Kanye retaliated against him through a campaign of threats, intimidation, and harassment.
He's a little douchebag. Like, he's good at music. I was in the car listening to probably Hip Hop Nation or Shade 45 or one of them. And Touch the Sky came out, and I'm like, oh, it's such a good song. Now he's just such a grime ball.
Which caused him severe emotional distress and exacerbated his PTSD.
Oh, well, that sucks. 856-49 Hoppe. That's 856-494-6773. Here's Jennifer Lopez again being a victim.
Whoa! Happy hot topic!
When rather the people you hang out with are the real victims.
I think on so many different levels, women in relationships, we have a tendency to give ourselves away so much.
Oh, really? So you're saying you're afraid to feel love?
You can gain control again, you know, even when you do fall so in love with somebody. You know what I mean? And I think that's an important message for everybody, for all women.
Jennifer Lopez living by what she says. The actress sharing in Interview magazine how she's taking her power back amid her divorce from Ben Affleck.
You go, girl. You make it about you.
I've always, for better or for worse, have followed my heart.
I would lean more towards for worse.
In a conversation with Nikki Glazer, JLo reveals her relationship with Ben hit a low following the release of This Is Me Now, a love story.
All right, let me skip over this because of copyright.
The musical experience about her journey to self-love, which Ben helped produce.
Whenever someone asked me what I wanted to be when I grew up,
a better person.
My answer was always in love.
Jen,
are you even able to feel love, or is it the idea of love? Because you're definitely a sociopath, like a clinical one.
Says, quote, I felt like, whoa, I got here, I'm good. I did all the work and look at where I am. And then it was like my whole fucking world exploded.
Well, I wanted to tell that part of the story.
Are you ever able to maybe look in the mirror and realize you might be the problem?
Things that I had gone through had inspired it.
Not long after the release, rumors Ben and Jen were on the rocks started swirling.
I like Jennifer Lopez's music, Waiting for Tonight. And by the way, when her CD came out, I call it CD, her album on Spotify came out earlier this year, I was listening to it and it was actually pretty good, but none of the songs like made the charts. Like, it's like, let it go.
And by August, the singer filed for divorce.
We do our best. We try our best.
That must be weird when you get dumped by JLo the second time. Like, oh.
But JLo, she says she doesn't regret anything. Not 1 second. That doesn't mean it didn't almost take me out for good.
Oh, poor you. What about Ben?
It almost did, but now on the other side of it, I think to myself, that is exactly what I needed. Thank you, God. I'm sorry it took me so long.
Yeah, God really cares about your relationship. That's his big priority.
I feel like there's a lot of life ahead of me, so I'm very excited about it.
Jen admits exploring new territory as a single woman is lonely, unfamiliar, scary, and sad.
Oh, wow. You are a sad person, for sure.
But she emphasizes being in a relationship doesn't define her. When you sit in those feelings and go, these things are not going to kill me, it's like, actually, I am capable of joy and happiness all by myself.
Are you? If you're telling us that you're about it, you probably are not.
Everything that I've done over the past 25, 30 years, being in these different challenging situations, what can I f***ing do when it's just me flying on my own? What if I'm just free?
You're free with your vibrator on your bedside because you can't feel emotion.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
RyanHoppeRadio.com.
Happy Hour will be right back.
Whenever we're going outside, all I smell is poop.
In the nuts, and we'll call it a day.
As a reminder, if you don't feel like listening to this next song, you can skip over it. But Ryan Hoppe of Hoppe Hour takes pride in his selection, so stick around, folks.
Now she'll go her way, and I'll go mine. Tomorrow will be the same day, the same time. One more time.
You say you got a man, but what that got to do with me? As long as you're straight up with me, I don't give a damn who you see. But when I'm back in town, just spend some time with me whenever your man is not around. Let me be the one that'll hold you down whenever your man is not around. Let me be the one that'll hold you down, hold you down. I'll be the one that'll turn your frowns around. Cause you can be yourself with me, no need for frontin' and sucking in your stomach. No need to suck in your stomach, knowing damn well you can't breathe. Loosen up just a little bit, I'm the one you need to chill with. When you need you some of that real, ooh, wait till you see my. Later we'll talk about it. After the first time, you might not wanna be without it. It's a reason you cheating on it. Compare him to me, I doubt it. I'm Don Blaze, we can go somewhere private and see about it. Even though that you know it's wrong, you know that this feel is strong. On the low we can get this on, if you be my Mrs. Jones. Don't mean to change your name, but I'm gon' call you Mrs. Jones. See, we both know what's wrong, but baby, we can get this on. Relax and let it flow. Nobody has to know that we got a thing going on. Let's keep this on the low. Don't mean to change your name, but I'm gon' call you Mrs. Jones. See, we both know what's wrong, but baby, we can get this on. Relax and let it flow. Nobody has to know that we got a thing going on. Let's keep this on the low. I can tell you what you missing. You miss them hugs and kisses. You miss excitement at night, and you miss excitement at night. And girl, you don't feel the same. And he's steady tripping, ain't he? Tripping, ain't he? Tripping, ain't he? And I'm gonna simply change it. See, I can taste your cherry pie before I slide inside. See, I Miss Jones them cause they lonely and they decent times. I read between them lines. I see that you be crying. Cause he ain't even trying, so I'm the one to ease your mind. Girl, you ain't fooling me, your man ain't who he used to be. And plus, girl, he ain't cool as me. Filthy riches who can treat you just like the Queen of England. So when you're ready for some freaking, you ain't gotta leave him. You can be my Mrs. Jones. Don't mean to change your name, but I'm gon' call you Mrs. Jones. See, we both know what's wrong, but baby, we can get this on. Relax and let it flow. Nobody has to know that we got a thing going on. Let's keep this on the low. Don't mean to change your name, but I'm gon' call you Mrs. Jones. See, we both know what's wrong, but baby, we can get this on. Relax and let it flow. Nobody has to know that we got a thing going on. Let's keep it on the low.
Let's get busy, baby, take it off. Make it wiggle when you walk. Neighbors gonna call the law, cause I'm about to break you off. Got kids, lock them out. Send them out with your spouse. Make it rock when it's soft. Wanna see you quite a while. Me and you, let's have a ball. Make it hot like Arkansas. Snatch the phone out the wall. Let me see that monkey paw. Dip it low, ride it slow. On the bed, on the floor. Up and down, there we go. Round and round, yeah, you know. Breathing like some animal. Find the camera, strike a pose. Girl, let's take a lot of those. When we done, take some more. I know you tired of creeping, but now you know you cheating. But you with me because you like the way that yeah is eating. You know it feels good, but we both know it's wrong. This what it is, girl. To my Mrs. Jones.
Don't mean to change your name, but I'm gon' call you Mrs. Jones. See, we both know what's wrong, but baby, we can get this on. Relax and let it flow. Nobody has to know that we got a thing going on. Let's keep Don't mean to change
the 2005 anthem to cheating. Mrs. Jones remix by Lil Rock Plays. All right, we're going to come back on Hoppe Hour.
People often argue over Android.
I pressed the wrong button, but any other show would edit it out. Me keeping it going.
Hoppe Hour will be right back.
This following segment has been brought to you by DZBZHoney.com. The best Delta 8 CBD honey around at DZBZHoney.com. Lollipops, honey sticks, a jar of honey. However the hell you want to get high, go to DZBZHoney.com and at checkout use keyword Hoppe, H-O-P-P-E. This is also being brought to you by Fortify.com, Fortifeye.com for the best pre and post workout in the game. Go there, tell them I sent you for a great deal, and use keyword Ryan20 at checkout. This is also being brought to you by Rich Keeley, Master Barbershop at richkbarber.com. When I tell you that he is the best barber in all of the Bay Area, I'm a man of my words. 4545 West Kennedy Boulevard, 727-286-0891. That's 727-286-0891. This is also being brought to you by Amir Academy of Martial Arts at amiracademy.com. 2700 22nd Street North, and that's in St. Petersburg. 727-821-4097. It's 727-821-4097. And also, he is open Monday through Friday, 8:30 a.m. to 9 p.m. and Saturday, 8 to 10:30 p.m. a.m. Now, are you looking for the best women's self-defense class? Best kids class? Or you want to be an MMA fighter? Go to amiracademy.com and tell them I sent you. Finally, this is being brought to you by westchaseprinting.com, the best printing company in all the Bay Area, and by counselingoncall.net. Do you need help with your mental health? Go there and tell them I sent you. All right. This has been a mouthful, but I just wanted to get all the commercials out of the way so we can have non-stop content to end this show. So you're welcome.
Completely different. Did you know that Ryan Hoppe got a vasectomy? Well, now you know, and we aren't even sure why we told you. Welcome back to Hoppe Hour.
What everyone else is afraid to say, Ryan Hoppe will say for you.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is, the most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
Ryan's tall like the sky.
Got it.
6'9", he's fly.
Oh, sure.
From Chicago to the Bay.
Got it.
In St. Pete he'll stay.
Oh, makes sense.
Talk of love and fame.
Yeah.
Dating life's his game.
Oh, sure.
News all stars he spills.
What's going on?
With laughter filled.
Got it.
Hoppe Hour, all you need.
Yeah.
Rich and Ely, take a seat.
Yeah, Kayla, Nicole.
It's got the groove.
Get over yourself.
Hoppe Hour makes you move. A cat by the side.
Meow.
In Florida they reside.
Speaking of that, this side of her. Yeah. What do you think of Kayla Nicole? Actually, this is audio of Kayla Nicole. Blah, blah, blah. Travis Kelce left me. Now he's dating the richest woman ever. And I'm trying to be a sports journalist because I have nothing else. And I make it awkward when I have to talk about my ex on TV. And a true professional would not. All right. I'm getting PTSD to driving across the bridge with that noise.
Whoa! Happy hot topic!
You think that's annoying listening to that meow? Imagine living with it.
You make a minor mistake on the air and you accidentally say that Taylor Swift is married to Travis Kelce.
Taylor Swift is here. The missus likes it.
You know what?
It's kind of like a joke, like the missus. She is the missus.
But someone actually reached out to me today and said that they might actually be engaged, so I might have broken the story.
Is this a breaking news alert? Travis and Taylor headed down the aisle?
Yeah. I gotta skip over that quick. Copyright.
Not so fast. ET has learned that TNT are not engaged.
Could you imagine if Troy Aikman's the one that spills the beans?
Despite Troy Aikman's claims on the Pardon My Take podcast, both are booked and busy. Taylor's tour resumes October 18th, and we know...
I gotta skip over this because of copyright. I probably can't even play this video because of the music, so we're gonna move on. So they are not engaged. This is good news.
Kate Middleton all smiles while back at work. The outing marking the Princess of Wales' first public appearance since finishing her cancer treatment.
She's like the only royal person I like. She has such class. And I love how honest she is that she wanted to marry a prince ever since she was a kid and it was her dream. Like, I respect the fact that she wanted to do that. Meghan Markle's like, I had no idea who Prince Harry was, even though I was a C-list at Best Actress on Suits. Get the hell out of here.
I think when it comes to easing herself back into public life, I think it's going to be very much on her terms. We understand there'll be a handful of possibly public engagements and visits to causes close to her heart. It's a case of work coming second.
All right, so she's doing good. If I'm bored, you're bored. We're going to move on. Donald Trump's going to be a grandpa again. And then he was like, wait, I have grandkids?
She's going to have a baby, so that's nice.
Donald Trump is going to be a grandpa once again. On Thursday, the former president revealed his youngest daughter.
He's looking at Tiffany like, argh. Very disturbing how he looks at his daughters. It's the unspoken thing amongst the MAGA.
Tiffany Trump is pregnant with her first child.
Yeah.
The 78-year-old made the big announcement while delivering
It's really weird that he's 78 years old. He's like a crazy 40-year-old.
Remarks at the Detroit Economic Club, recognizing several people in the audience, including his daughter's father-in-law, Dr. Masad Boulos.
A great guy, Dr. Masad Boulos. Many of you know him. He's a very successful man.
Trump's so orange. It's so weird.
He happens to be the father of Tiffany's husband, Michael, who's a very exceptional young guy. And
that's good. I'm happy for you guys. Whatever.
Watch that stupid View where you have these really dumb people.
Well, thank you for watching.
I love how The View thinks just because Trump mentioned The View that he watched it. Like, I could mention 90 Day Fiancé. Doesn't mean I watch it.
How dumb are you?
You're pretty dumb too, Whoopi. Looking in the mirror. No one's ever went, oh my God, Whoopi Goldberg is such a rocket scientist.
The View hosts hitting back at Donald Trump's comments about their Kamala Harris interview.
If anything, would you have done something differently than President Biden during the past 4 years?
Nothing. He was so perfect.
There is not a thing that comes to mind.
I think the other one...
The border crisis, where all these criminals are coming into our country. And then the problem that fentanyl came into our country. And the problem that prices went up. Now, maybe it's because of Trump, but there was nothing you could have done better. That is a narcissist. No one's perfect. Even if you really believe that Biden was this great president, everybody makes mistakes. So that's the narcissism of the out-of-touch Kamala. I will say her name wrong till I die.
Asking the question is dumber than Kamala. That is one dumb...
I love how me and Trump have something in common. We both call her this.
That is one dumb...
Listen, we say it the same way. I know it's Kamala or whatever, but I like Kamala too, but listen.
Asking the question is dumber than Kamala.
That's how you say it. If Trump says it, that's how it's Kamala. It sounds better. Kamala, get the hell out of here.
That is one dumb woman.
And like Madam Vice President Kamala Harris, I've had a history of prosecuting sex offenders.
And I have a history of sleeping with married men to get to the top.
Uh-oh. So thank you for keeping people like us in business.
Oh, wow. There is a sketchy past about Trump. That's the unspoken thing. But what about Kamala Harris's husband? Forcing the nanny to get an abortion and alleged domestic abuse? Don't be throwing stones from a glass house, honey.
Two candidates who have very different visions.
This is Sunny Hostin. She's the host on The View. You know she's never wrong in argument.
Of America.
She's the type of person that, like, 7 months later when you're arguing, she brings up something. Oh, you did this or you did that.
Yeah, no hotter topic than the presidential election. Trump took digs at Whoopi Goldberg doing stand-up at his hotel years ago.
Now, I've hired Whoopi to work for me as a comedian. Her mouth was so foul. She was so filthy dirty.
Shut the fuck up, Trump. You literally had sex with Stormy Daniels while your fucking wife was pregnant. Oh, but Whoopi Goldberg made offensive jokes. Stop catering to your Republican audience. The morons. I worked at a Republican job. Everybody's like, I'm offended by the Brady roast, but I'm cool with being homophobic and trans. Shut the fuck up.
The ladies playing off Trump's comments, walking on set to this appropriate Christina Aguilera hit.
Because it's... All right, enough of those cackling hens. You know, that really hit Whoopi about him performing. She's like, I don't want to be associated with you. I got a perfect past. Just like Diddy and Ellen DeGeneres and the Obamas and everybody else. We're all perfect, right? We're not pedophiles. We're not Oprah. All right, we got this. I don't even feel like playing it. Travis Barker celebrates his son's 21st birthday. The fact that Travis Barker has a 21-year-old is not good. Well, let's see what else we have here. I swear to God, Trump, that's offensive. But I can make fun of mentally challenged people and be racist in the past. But Whoopi Goldberg made offensive jokes. See, I can be fair and balanced.
At Tesla's We Robot event in LA overnight, a glimpse at what could be the future of driving.
We have 50 fully autonomous cars here tonight.
CEO Elon Musk.
Oh yeah, my same cars burn down houses because they're electric. But hey, let's make some robo-taxis. That sounds really healthy, letting a taxi drive you around. Especially when you're drunk, you don't know where you're going. This isn't going to end bad. This is going to be so perfect. Because everything Elon's done, including ruining Twitter, he's so good at. Oh wait, that's right. This will be a failure.
Musk unveiling what he says is the company's first fully self-driving robo-taxi. The two-door cab with no steering wheel and no pedals is powered by AI and will cost around $30,000.
Yeah, I want AI driving me around. If you honestly want that car and something bad happens to you, I'm going to be really sad, but that's Murphy's Law.
We'll see autonomous cars become 10 times safer than a human.
Maybe they're 10 times safer than being around you as a human, but definitely not a human. I'd rather hang out with a dead rat behind an alley in New York City and sleep next to it as a pillow than hang out with Elon Musk. Get out of here, trash bag, deadbeat father. I would make cars that are going to kill people because I'm the richest dude ever and I'm a sociopath that has everything because of my dad's money. Because without my dad, I would be nothing. Oh, do you think that's false? I'm going to literally play you. Let me get a second to load this up because right now I'm on 1 bar LTE. Last year, Elon Musk's dad went on the Kyle and Jackie O show. And yeah, he said sorry afterwards, but Kyle and Jackie O are like the Howard Stern meets Kelly and Mark kind of vibe of Australia. And they interviewed Elon Musk's dad. And Elon Musk's dad pretty much said that he would be nothing without him. Oh, but all the MAGA people look up to him. All the MAGA people are like, he can do a wrong. He can do a lot wrong. He's a loser.
Elon Musk's father, Errol Musk, will not be winning any Father of the Year awards. And it might be because of the fact that he did a very public interview kind of berating Elon Musk and making it clear that he's not proud of his own son. Now, this is an interview on the Kyle and Jackie O show. It took place last weekend, and he went so far as to say, Musk might be financially successful, but I'm not really that proud of him. Let's watch.
So, no, but seriously, Errol, like, what does that feel like? He's your son, and you know he's worth so much money and created so many things.
Pretty impressive.
You
right?
Can't take that away from him. Are you proud? Did you ever see that coming? No. What? You're not proud?
No. Well, I mean, we are a family that have been doing a lot of things for a long time. It's not as though we suddenly started doing something. So we've all been, as a family, all doing things, from the very beginning. And Elon has, in fact, sort of really surpassed the mark and so on. But I was saying to one of your stations there that Elon is not as happy as he'd like to be. He'd like to be where he is now. He would have liked to have been there 5 years ago.
Now you see why Elon is the way he is, right? Don't romanticize him. He's a deadbeat dad who came from a deadbeat dad.
Tick-tock, clock's a joker playing cruel pranks. Hoppe's hour almost done, feels like robbery in banks. Ryan Hoppe on the mic, dropping wisdom then streams. Syndicated sorrow, now it's time to shatter dreams. Oh, the Hoppe hour is coming to a close. Radio waves fading like a wilting rose. Laughter and joy dissolving in the air, but we'll keep the rhythm. Oh, life's just so unfair. But the laughter's growing dim. Eardrums mixing Hoppe like fingers without rings. DHX to FM, shoutouts hit the street, but soon the sound will vanish like shadows in the heat. Oh, the Hoppe hour is coming to a close. Radio waves fading like a wilting rose. Laughter and joy dissolving in the air, but we'll keep the rhythm. Oh, life's just so unfair. Phone lines buzzing, but the laughter's growing dim. Eardrums mixing Hoppe like fingers without rings. DHX to FM, shoutouts hit the street, but soon the sound will vanish like shadows in the heat. Oh, the Hoppe hour is coming to a close. Radio waves fading like a wilting rose. Laughter and joy dissolving in the air, but we'll keep the rhythm. Oh, life's just so unfair. Oh, life's just so unfair. Like clockwork to a show, and now it's time to face the silence like a TV on snow. Ryan Hoppe held the mic with humor so divine, the void left in our hearts wider than a canyon line. Empty speaker, silent vibe coming to an end, like a roller coaster stopping round the river's bend. Hoppe's jokes and jabs, these are daily grind. Now silence louder than the thoughts we can't rewind. Oh, the Hoppe hour is coming to a close. Radio waves fading like a wilting rose. Laughter and joy dissolving in the air, but we'll keep the rhythm. Oh, life's just so unfair. The Hoppe hour is coming to a close. Radio waves fading like a wilting rose. Laughter and joy dissolving in the air, but we'll keep the rhythm. Oh, life's just so unfair.
Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour.
RyanHoppeRadio.com.
And like that, he's gone.
Whenever we're going outside, all I smell is poop.
I'll kick you in the nuts and we'll call it a day.
Hoppe Hour is now over.
Hoppe Hour is now over.